Okay, before we go into that one, another thing for me is procrastination. Like I procrastinate. And I guess based on what you just said, working in your productive zone and environment, I find that I procrastinate a lot. So if I have something to do or I know my main things to do, sometimes I'm maybe not in my zone then, as you said. So I'd procrastinate. Or sometimes when you know that the thing is very important or you don't want to do it, you kind of procrastinate. So I find that that's a challenge that I have too, that I'll put down things or I'll say, okay, this is important, but I need to concentrate. So I don't start it. I say I'll do it in my hours when everybody gone at 5 o'clock, but then you don't get it done because something has come up. So
Yeah.
how do we, dodge that procrastination to get the goals done?
It's something that exists, and even though as much as I know about productivity, I also procrastinate on things. And as we say, we procrastinate on the things that we hate to do, or we procrastinate on the things that we don't see the immediate value or impact that needs to be yielded from it, or we procrastinate on the things that we're not skilled to do. Because you don't know how to do it. So you take a
True.
longer time to get it done. So there are many different areas. So one of the things with, even though I may say this, but it may be challenged, but even one of the things that everything that you have to do needs a deadline and a timeline, right? And yes, we sometimes wait until the last minute to get it. No.
That's me.
Yeah, we'll wait until the last minute to get it done. So there are different aspects. If you are a leader and you have a team working with, for example, and you have an item to get done, you may be able to ask somebody to start it for you, but you'd have to think it out and plan it out. And that's a lot of the times where we procrastinate because we don't plan out the items and we want to do it all at once when we could have taken it in segments. So for things that you hate to do or you don't like to do, you can actually break it apart and try to do it in pieces, right? Still work
Oh,
towards your timeline. However, if you also have somebody who works with you, you could, and this is a piece of the delegation, that if you have planned out the work properly, you could ask them to take a piece of it, to start piece of it for you, so that when you are ready to go, you're not starting from scratch. Right? So that helps. And for those who can, from a business level, if you can outsource it, then outsource it because we don't have the skills to do it or we don't have the time to do it. So might as well you outsource it to somebody else who can get it done. But as I said, for procrastination, break the things apart because we really don't like doing it, right? And then
yeah.
of course, I say get in a comfortable time environment. You already hate to do the thing, so get comfy. You're not thrown out totally, so that you can find a way to at least enjoy your space meanwhile you're trying to get the things done. And another thing I always tell people when you procrastinate, give yourself two deadlines. Give yourself two deadlines. So if you know something was requested of you and they asked you for it for March 15th, give yourself the deadline of March 10th and try to save yourself some time and work towards the March 10th deadline. And if you spill over, you can at least try and meet the March 15th deadline.
Good tips.
Thank you.
Good tips, especially for me. This is for me.
Don't worry about it.